Did you know that to most people, you're very attractive? Like, for real. To most people, you are very attractive. It's just, you're not your type. You're so used to seeing yourself that you've become accustomed to how beautiful you are. But the thing is, like, we don't really ever see ourselves truly. But, like, you're really good looking. I just want you to know that. Like, for real, for real. I mean, hey, you taking my breath away, okay?
You know, sometimes we really are our own worst enemies when it comes to our confidence and self-esteem. We tend to put ourselves down before anybody else does, and I understand that for a lot of people that has to do with past experiences, especially in our childhood, having to deal with bullies, or some of you had to deal with family members making jokes at your expense and being called sensitive when you expressed how much that hurt you, and that unfortunately has bled into your adulthood, the way you see yourself now as an adult. And I want to talk to Black women specifically. I do not care where you are from. I have noticed that we have experienced similar issues growing up. A lot of Black women have been bullied for their natural hair, especially those with coily hair, by men and by other women who have looser textures, and those who have the same texture but hate themselves. Black women have been bullied for their skin as well, and I know Black men have experienced this too, but this video is for Black women. I will make a video for Black men at a different time. This one is for the women. I think it is time that we let go of past trauma and bad experiences and mindsets that so many are still holding on to, because they are not allowing you to move forward in life when it comes to how you see yourself. We need to understand that by looking down on your skin, your hair, your features, you are actually giving those people who hate you so much power over your life. You are allowing them to control your feelings, how you operate in your own life. And as someone who has dealt with a lot of self-esteem issues, and I have overcome some, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm definitely not where I was when I was in high school or uni. It is exhausting to constantly care what people who do not like you or the way that you look think about you. I promise you there is nothing you can ever do to make these people value you. And on top of that, why would you want to waste your energy on someone who is not willing to change their mind about you? The people who hate your features, your hair, your skin have already made up their mind about you, and so trying to convince them to like you is very entertaining to them, because to them it means you think their opinions are so valuable that you are too scared to form your own thoughts about what you find beautiful. You are too scared to find yourself beautiful because you base your beauty on their standards, not your own. You second guess everything you do, what you wear, how you choose to style your hair, all because you want to impress people who wouldn't even look in your direction. Even if you're jumping up and down naked in the middle of the streets, these people will not pay any attention to you. Stop obsessing over what this person's preference is. Stop obsessing over what you think makes you attractive to somebody else. For how long are you going to be insecure for? How long will you shrink yourself to make others comfortable? Let go of all of these things and life will start getting a little easier for you. You start feeling better about yourself when you make decisions based off of your own interest. If you want to wear your natural hair, do it. If you want to switch up your style and show your vibrant personality by wearing different colored wigs and braids, do it. You want to shave your head, do it. You want to wear locks, do it. Whatever it is you want, do it, as long as you have an honest conversation with yourself on why you want to do those things. Once you are honest, you will see that maintaining that look or whatever your hair, your makeup, the way you dress becomes so much easier and comes more natural to you because you are doing it for your own enjoyment and nobody else's attention. The creator in the video also mentioned that we are so used to seeing ourselves that we do not actually realize how attractive we are. This is especially true if you lack confidence. When you look in the mirror, you only see everything wrong with yourself, and even the things you think make you look unattractive are the things that make you unique and beautiful. I want you to understand that some people will say that certain feature that you have is ugly because they are trying to tear you down, because they see how beautiful you are and hate to admit it. They refuse to believe that someone outside of their standard can be beautiful. They refuse to believe that beauty comes in so many different fonts, and it is all about what we like individually. Since you have been fed one standard of beauty and you continue to consume media that shows you that one standard of beauty, you are more likely to think you are ugly. So an example would be those who struggle with loving their coily hair. We have been taught that looser textures are the most beautiful, and then some of you continue to buy wigs that don't match your texture because you think they will make you look beautiful, and you only follow women with looser textures to drool over what you don't have. So obviously this will make your lack of confidence even worse. So when you look in the mirror and you do not look like what you constantly consume, it will be hard for you to appreciate your own beauty. This is why you need to find people who share those features with you, whether that's your hair, your facial features, your body, whatever it is. Find people who look similar to you. Find coily hair content creators. Wear your natural hair out more. Learn how to take care of it, and the more you do that, the more comfortable you become. The same applies to skin tones, to body sizes. If you follow women who are of similar shape and size to you, you will learn how to dress better, how to be more confident, because you see these people who look like you are capable of stepping out into the world and are doing well for themselves. And so you end up picking up on that, and you start believing in yourself. You start seeing the beauty that you share with these people. I don't know if any of that makes sense. Now, I want you to understand that once you start doing things for yourself, you start dressing for yourself, styling your hair for yourself, you need to understand that I'm not saying that people will start liking you. I'm not saying that people will start appreciating your beauty. You should still expect that there will be people who will still try and tear you down for the way that you look or present yourself into the world. What I'm saying is you need to learn how to block these noises out. That's what this video is about. I want to encourage you to pursue what you want to do, look how you want to look, present yourself how you want to present yourself, but understand that with that decision that you've just made, the consequences of that will, yes, you will have a certain freedom, but it may come with a lot more hate than before, because now it's bothering these people that we try to tear this person down, but they're not going down. They in fact decided to ignore what we're saying and be more comfortable with themselves, and that will anger people. And so be prepared that some people will continue to hate on you and will bring even more fire. So what you need to do is to learn how to block these noises out. Like I've said, you need to start consuming media that showcases people who share whatever insecurities that you have. You need to start consuming that media. You need to start surrounding yourself with people who, even if they don't look like you, they understand that beauty comes in all shapes and all forms. So I always like watching shows or TV series where you're seeing best friends with different aesthetics as well. That's always been very fun for me to watch, because it shows that these 2 friends or these 4 friends, however many friends there are in that group, but these people understand that beauty is just not one size fit all. There's different kinds, and you need to surround yourself with people who have that mentality. That my friends and I don't have to dress the exact same way, talk the same way, look the same way, style our hair the same way. We show up differently, but we appreciate each other's beauty and we uplift each other. And while you are in the process of doing that, I want you to understand that you also do not need to put other people down in order to uplift yourself. Because I'm sure that we've all maybe not all of us, but quite a lot of us have come across people who, whether it's in real life or online, who have gained confidence but now are putting others down. So an example would be, I've seen online when somebody loses weight, they've been insecure and they lose weight, they now start talking badly about other people who used to be who are the same What I mean is someone who used to be overweight, right? They lost the weight. They're now making fun of somebody else who's overweight or somebody else who is bigger. So what I'm saying is that to me does not show confidence at all. I think you're still insecure, because somebody who is secure in themselves, somebody who is really confident, will never feel the need to talk down on somebody else, especially someone who was in the similar space as they were, and you've now gotten yourself out. You will understand, you should be able to understand how this person is feeling, and you should have more sympathy or empathy because you've been in that situation. So it never made sense to me when somebody starts being more confident and then, or pretending to be more confident, and then they start putting down somebody who was at the same place that they were. I don't know if I'm making any sense. And I also want you to understand that yes, it is easier said than done. I said earlier that I'm still trying to get over a lot of my insecurities, but being sad all the time and being uncomfortable in places because I'm not confident in the way I look is very exhausting. And I would rather choose working on myself, working on my self-esteem, my confidence, than being in a constant state of I hate myself, I don't like the way I look, something's wrong with me, this and that. That is very, very exhausting. And getting out of that mindset is very scary, I think, for lots of people, because we've gotten so comfortable with being insecure. I have gotten so comfortable with, not liking myself, hating myself, that developing a new mindset, starting to see myself in a good light is very scary. And it does take a lot of work, but when you continue to do that, when you continue to work on yourself, you do feel better, you do feel a sense of pride, you feel very proud of yourself. And it's things like working out. I'm not where I want to be yet, but working out, I haven't been consistent in the last month, but working out, learning how to dress better, learning how to do your hair, all these things, whatever it is that you want to do to improve yourself, I would encourage that you keep doing it. Be consistent. You may not see results immediately. You're not going to just wake up one day and then you're confident. It doesn't work like that. There will be days where you still wake up and maybe you don't like your natural hair. Maybe you don't like your body, the way it fits in a dress or something. Those days will show up. But what's important is understanding that feeling shouldn't be lasting you the whole week. It shouldn't be lasting you. It shouldn't be an everyday thing. You should realize that, okay, this is what I'm thinking right now. I hate whatever it is. What you should be thinking is, okay, how do I get myself out of this mindset? It's also important that you work on yourself because, okay, some of you may not like what I'm about to say, but this is something that I also had to realize for myself. Being around someone who is insecure is exhausting. And so when your friends or maybe your family members, whoever is secure in themselves or doesn't have insecurities or doesn't dwell on those insecurities as much as you do, they try and hang around you, you can be very draining. It is very difficult to admit, but you can be draining when you are constantly talking down on yourself. So the way that this shows up, it could be one of two ways. Please let me know in the comment section if I'm missing other points, but this is what I've noticed. One of these I have done, and then the other I have seen from other people. So I'm going to start with the way that I have presented myself around people. So when I say people, I mean specifically, I'll use my brother, right? My brother, we could be going to like a family gathering and we dressed all nice, and my brother would compliment me and be like, oh, you're beautiful, you look really beautiful. And then my response would be, no, I'm not. No, and his response would be, no, I'm telling you, you look really nice, you look beautiful. And my response would be, no, I don't like this, I don't like that. imagine living with someone like that for how many years? Because obviously we're siblings, we share the same household. Every time he tries and compliment me, I'm always nitpicking things that I don't like. So it is, as much as it is very exhausting for the other person who's giving the compliment, to be like, here I am trying to tell this person that they really are beautiful. And my brother wasn't pandering. If my brother doesn't think I look nice, he will tell me that go change or something. But a lot of the people around you, they do try and compliment you. They see the beauty that you have, but because you are so insecure, you will talk down on yourself, and you have to realize that that behavior is really exhausting for the people around you. And you need to work on yourself, because these people will end up distancing themselves from you, because you are an energy vampire. I think that's the right term. But you are exhausting to constantly try and compliment someone, to uplift someone, and it ends up coming across as if you're fishing for compliments. At the end of the day, that's the truth. And so you need to work on yourself. You need to start being able to appreciate your own beauty, so that you won't always look for other people's validation. And then when you do get compliments for other people, you keep putting yourself down. It's exhausting. That's the point. And then the second thing that I have seen, this is something that I've seen from other people, right, is I've noticed that with my insecurities, I tend to put myself down, but I don't bring it up around like strangers. I only do that with like family members, right? But what I've noticed with other people who are insecure is they will see someone who is attractive, someone who's conventionally attractive, who is confident, and they will talk badly about that person to try and make themselves feel better, and not in a sense of, oh, I look better than that person. More so, they will say things like, oh, she thinks she's all that, or they think they, better than me, and they start making up all these scenarios. They start making this attractive person a mean person. That's why you end up hearing people say things like, oh, I thought you were mean, but you're actually quite nice. They say that to an attractive person. I thought you were mean, you look mean, but you're actually quite nice. They say that because they are insecure with how they look, and so they create this narrative that this attractive person probably doesn't want to hang around me because I'm not equally attractive. And I know someone's going to try and disagree with me, but I have seen this. I have seen this behavior before, and I'm sure somebody else has seen this, where someone is attractive and then this person who's insecure will try and make up the story in their head that, oh, this attractive person is probably not nice. They probably think they're better than us because they are attractive. And so being around a person who thinks like that can also be very exhausting, because if you are the, conventionally attractive friend, right? Let's say it's a duo, right? If you are the conventionally attractive friend, you will never ever get a compliment from this person, or you'll get backhanded compliments. They'll always try and make something out of nothing because they want you to feel bad for being confident. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I think some people understand what I'm trying to say. Your confidence makes them uncomfortable. Your confidence scares them, right? So if this is you, if you are an insecure person, I want you to start working on yourself so that you won't be a nuisance to other people around you, people who are genuinely trying to have a connection with you. Because what you're doing with your insecurities, whether that's your features, your body, your hair, when people are trying to uplift you, they are trying to be supportive, and you constantly put yourself down, you put people around you down, it gets exhausting. And instead of seeing that behavior as, oh, I really should change, some of you take it as, oh, everybody hates me. Sometimes not everybody hates you. You are making people hate you because of your response to, the world, how you carry yourself. This is why it's really important that we work on ourselves. We can't always expect the world to just be nice to us and hand us flowers, because that's not the reality we live in. Some people will not like the way you look. It's not your fault. Yes, you've been bullied. Yes, you've experienced a lot of racism, featureism, colorism, texturism, all the isms. You've experienced all of it. But at the end of the day, these are the cards you've been dealt with. It's unfortunate, but these are the cards that you've been dealt with. It's now in your hands. It's your responsibility to take care and nurture your own feelings. It's your responsibility to work on your self-esteem. That's why it's called self-esteem. It's your responsibility to work on your confidence so that you can be the best version of yourself for you and for the people around you. Because you also need to understand that you are not the only one who has insecurities. Everyone in the world has some kind of an insecurity. The difference is other people don't dwell on them as much as you do. And other people have worked on them. If you see somebody confident, don't immediately think that, oh, they've probably had it easy. Some people may have, right? We see on social media somebody could go viral just for being conventionally attractive. But at the end of the day, you can't keep blaming everybody else for how you feel. You can't control how other people feel about you, I understand, but you can control how you feel about yourself. So you should focus on things that you can control. And one last thing is, if you feel like, oh, I have tried to work on myself, I have tried to, do this and do that to feel better by myself and it's not working, then change whatever it is you don't like about yourself. Okay, we've all heard this many times before. Those people with natural hair who always complain about their hair. Oh, my hair is too rough, my 4C hair, my afro is this, my afro is that. Then go relax your hair. Stop complaining about something, change it. Because what's the point of you complaining if you're not planning on doing something about it? If you hate your skin so much, then go bleach it then. Go and bleach it. Obviously, I don't think you should, but the point I'm trying to make is stop complaining if you're not going to do something about it. Because now you're very annoying. That's how you are. That's how people perceive you now, is you are very annoying. And so I hope this video will get to somebody and they understand what I'm trying to say and they start reflecting on themselves. I want you to understand that yes, it is not your fault for the way that the world sees you. People will hate you, especially if you are black, especially if you are a black woman. People will always try and find something wrong with you. But you shouldn't take that to heart. You should understand that you are not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. But I think, in my opinion, it is best for you to show up in the world how you want to show up, not how everybody else expects you to, because that will only get you so far. You will get exhausted very quickly. And so I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you have any tips for somebody who is insecure, leave them down in the comment section on how they can overcome them. If you are someone who used to be insecure and you've gained the confidence, I would love to hear your story down in the comment section. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching.